Now, it did take me a moment to work out how to capture OBS, because I'm using OBS. So I moved OBS to my second display. From the file menu, I brought up the settings. I moved it onto my primary display, and I've got it, the OBS display capture cropped, so it's more or less just sees the window that you're seeing now. So I just wanted to run through the settings here. In general, I think I've changed nothing. In Stream, I don't use Stream, but I do have a Twitch account connected. In output, I've got this set to 4500 because that seems to, although it can create sort of 8 to 10 gigabyte movie files per race, and I need to find an archive solution or just delete. That seemed to provide an acceptable level of quality when I ultimately upload it to YouTube in 1080p. Audio bit rate is, I think that's default 192. The encoder preset here, I think that's the default setting, and that worked. That's just the path that I record to. I use QuickTime because I have an Apple Mac Studio that I use with Final Cut Pro to do all my editing. So, and that's just a native format. The downside with using QuickTime is that unlike MPEG formats, if there is an interruption whilst recording, then that file will become corrupted. But for me, that's not an issue. I can just record it again. And if I lose the original recording from the race, which would be in VR, it's not the end of the world. I can regenerate it from a replay. H.264 is a very standard codec. Audio, nothing really changed here. I use the mic here that I'm using now to record any audio, which I generally don't during my races. I only use it to give instructions for my Dre digital race engineer, or if I'm on Discord with someone, then I use that to talk to them. And I pretty much always use, it's not enabled here, but I pretty much always use push to talk. It's just my preference. My base canvas, this is interesting. So that's 4K, 2560 1440, and that's the native display of actually both of my displays, both my desktops. But I actually scale that down to 2K because it doesn't, capturing on 4K, it's just too much. It's too much size, it's too much file size. And when uploading it to YouTube, where all of my content goes, then that just seems right. And FPS, I definitely want 60. I don't want anything less than that. Don't use hotkeys, don't use accessibility, and I don't think I use anything in advanced.